What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick tutorial, I'm gonna quickly show you how to fix your Apple Watch if it's not charging at all. Trust me, by the end of this video, I hope you can actually make your Apple Watch work by following all the steps that I'm gonna be showing to you in the specific order that I'll be showing them to you. Now, the thing is, I'm gonna show you all the possible solutions, and if your Apple Watch doesn't turn on by the end of this video, you probably do have a much serious situation or a much serious issue in here. Of course, this is not my problem. My Apple Watch is working fine in here, but I'm gonna show you all the possible solutions here to fix your Apple Watch which is not charging at all. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks as well. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, jumping straight into today's tutorial in here, where we'll be fixing your Apple Watch in here. Do not worry if you do have a different Apple Watch model. In my case, I've gotten here a basic Apple Watch, quite old, but do not worry if you do have a different one, this should work for you as well. Now, first things first, we're gonna jump straight into the very first step in here to diagnose your Apple Watch. Now, this step might look silly, but the thing is, double check your charger, which is actually composed of your cable in here and your adapter as well. So you wanna double check if they're actually working fine, okay? For example, this is my cable in here, which connects into my magnet down here on the Apple Watch. And then I do have this other USB-A port which comes into this socket real quick right here. So you want to double check if this is working fine. And how can you do that? Well, you do have a couple of ways. One of them is by simply changing the socket. Usually the socket is the one that has more issues, so changing the socket, or simply if you do not have a different socket, you can connect this USB-A entrance into a different port. This can be a laptop, for example, it's a good option, or another source which can actually properly power your cable. Next up, if this doesn't help, if it doesn't change anything, try changing the cable in here. Try searching around the cable path to see if there's any point in here or any area which actually is looking damaged. Okay, for example, if you do have a cut in here and you've got wires coming out, double check that as well. Specifically here at the connectors, at this port and at this port as well down here. So you want to check if your cable is working fine. Another way is to actually try connecting your charger to a different Apple Watch to see if it works. If it works, the problem definitely is not lying on step number one, and then we're going to move into step number two real quick. Now, on step number two, this might look silly as well, but it works pretty well. What I would recommend you guys to do is to grab a few cotton swabs in here, okay? So we're going to take one of this, the ones we use to clean our ears, and then we're going to, of course, something clean. We're going to clean here the back area of the Apple Watch, specifically here at the sides. So what you want to do is simply rub it like this and remove as much dust or lint that you can. If you can notice over here, there's a lot of dirt and dust coming out. This is what you want to get rid of, okay? You want to get rid of all this dirt in here and then clean it here as well, okay? This is the area that actually connects to the magnet, so it's important that you properly clean it, okay? So you want to clean it in here properly, and then you're going to perform the same process in here, or the same thing here on the magnet side, okay? So simply clean it as much as you can in here, of course softly, for a few minutes. You can do it for 5 to 10 minutes and make sure that it's properly cleaned in here. You'll be able to notice that even the cotton swab in here also does have now a bit of dust, or it's a bit dirty, right? So this is a process that usually you need to perform every 6 months, okay? Remove your Apple Watch and clean it properly. Now, if this second step didn't help fixing the problem, we're moving into the third step real quick. Now, on step number 3 in here, what we're going to be doing in here is perform a hard restart on your Apple Watch. In order to perform a hard restart in here, it's pretty easy. You just need to press and hold both of the keys that you've got here on this side, which is this one at the top as well as this one down here. So let's press and hold both of them and do not release them. Keep on pressing it for approximately 10 seconds and your Apple Watch will restart. You'll be able to see the Apple logo. So once you see the Apple logo, you're going to release the buttons and let your Apple Watch turn on automatically. automatically on its own. Now, do not worry, because even if you do have a different Apple Watch model, this is the same process in order for you to actually hard restart or simply force restart your Apple Watch. If you do have something really old or something much newer, the process is the same, at least up to date. We're in 2025 and the process is exactly the same. Every Apple Watch which has been released up to date follows the same process in here in order to force restart. Now, do not worry, this doesn't delete any data or information from your Apple Watch. This simply force restarts it, restarts everything in order to make sure that it restarts from scratch. Sometimes you do have a few bugs or glitches that get solved once you do this. Now, if you do not see anything, if you simply are unable to see the Apple Watch logo in here, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Now, over here, running into the next step, we're going to deattach this belt in here that we've got. And in order to do that, it's pretty easy. Just need to press and hold this little button that we've got in here at the back. Okay, and then quickly, slowly slide the belt to the right side. Okay, that's how it goes. Remove the first one real quick, and then you've got the second one here down. Okay, simply press on the button and then slide it to the left. Keep it here on the side. Now, you want to make sure you just have this little square in here. Now, what you're going to do in here is simply keep it this way. Okay, even if it's turned off, no problem. Just keep it this way, and then you want to make sure you tap on this little two buttons in here. Just want to simply tap on them. Okay, tap on this one as much as you can. For example, it can be 30 times, okay, or 25, and then this one as well. Simply tap it, tap. You might be asking, why are we doing this? We're actually doing this because your buttons could be jammed, okay? So if they are jammed, you won't be able to press. You might be pressing it or tapping it, and it's not simply responding because it's not working. So you want to tap, okay? Simply rapidly tap and make sure that it's not jammed. It usually happens, for example, during summer, you might be having here, due to the weather with high temperature, this can be jammed, okay? So simply tap, and then after tapping it, you want to force restart it once again. So you want to try pressing and holding both of the keys in here, the combination, and then see if it force restarts by pressing and holding both of them for 10 seconds, and then see if you see the Apple logo there on your screen. You should be able to see the Apple logo. Now, if you're unable to see the Apple logo, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Now, on the next step, we're going to do something very similar in here, which is we're just going to press the screen as well as the back. This is how it goes. You simply want to keep it on a flat surface, and then you simply want to press, okay? Simply press on it, press. You should do this for at least 30 seconds, okay? Simply press on it, press for 30 seconds approximately. Now, after pressing here at the top, of course, it should be here with your fingers, okay? And nothing else. Otherwise, this can actually damage your screen. So make sure you're doing it with your finger, okay? Simply press, and then flip it backwards, do the same. Press. Trust me, this happens, and this probably will fix your Apple Watch. Simply press for 30 seconds as well here at the back, totaling 1 minute, okay, of pressing. And once you're done doing that, what you're gonna do is simply hard restart it or force restart it once again by pressing and holding both of the keys in here at the back, the combination, and then just wait for 10 seconds to see if your Apple Watch turns on or if you see the Apple logo on your screen. Now, if you see the Apple logo and still it doesn't turn on, what I would recommend you guys to do is quickly hop into your iPhone device, which is connected to this Apple Watch right here. Open up your iPhone device and then hop quickly into Watch in here, which is the application which allows you to actually manage your Apple Watch. Okay, I'm unable to find it here. Let me quickly search here at the top. Let's go Watch. Here we go. Tap on Watch and then open up the app here. Okay, if it was connected actually to Apple device. If it was connected, try changing your face. Okay, simply try changing your face by setting up a different face by tapping here on Set as Current Watch Face. If it shows the Apple logo. Now, if it doesn't show up, this doesn't change anything. You do not need to perform this. Simply continue with the steps that I'm gonna show it to you here in this video. Now, the last step in here, if pressing didn't help you, if this didn't help fixing the problem that you've got, what I would recommend you guys to do, this is the last thing you can do while having the belt disconnected or detached from your square in here, from your little square, simply keep this in the fridge. Keep it in the fridge for 10 minutes and not more than that. Maximum 12 minutes, keep it in the fridge, let it cool down. Trust me, this also works and it doesn't damage anything because your Apple Watch is actually prepared to different environments and temperatures because it's something that we use on our wrist every single day. So you can actually keep it in your fridge for 12 minutes and then remove it. Simply keep it connected, let it charge for at least 30 minutes and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm so sorry, you might be having something much deep in here, which is going on with your Apple Watch, but I'm very positive and optimistic that this should fix the problem that you've got. Now, if this doesn't fix the problem that you've got, I'm so sorry, but you might be in deep trouble with your Apple Watch. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video. And if you do have any question or any doubt, please let me know in the comment section down below and I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching Fixed by Shaq and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.